John, and I come from Westport, and I'm 5'10".
Okay.
My name is Ed, and I'm also from Westport.
My name is Dick. I'm originally from Detroit. Give me all your money.
I'm Roy, and I have nothing to add.
Okay. Do you want your coat? Do you want your coat on?
What, do you want it?
No, I don't.
This is going to go long.
That guy who would give you the coat over
No, I
his
like
back.
the colour. So, little technical hitch there, but we're
Oh,
back up and
we're
running,
back.
a new angle and a new camera. There you go. That's what happens in the beta version of Live from the media studios at the Westport Library.
I'm really
Joined by the
excited.
Ys Men. I've covered all of that. They've all introduced themselves. We're now ready to jump in with, well, what do you do?
We have about 24 different clubs and activities. Anything from hiking to a book club to a global issues discussion group. And they meet on usually a weekly or bi-weekly basis. And so there's a whole menu of activities for members to choose from. And they're built around a weekly Thursday morning meeting at the Saugatuck Congregational Church every Thursday from September through May, with very interesting speakers, everything from our local delegation to Hartford, to our Senator Murphy, to we had a speaker on coronavirus speaker, very topical, very timely,
To the Oscars.
kind of things. To the Oscars, yes.
That was
Oscar
great. I
predictions,
thought
yes.
that was just, I was here for
Yeah,
that.
that's
I
right.
just
That's
thought
one
that
we
was such a great
collaborated with
idea.
the
She's good.
with the Westport Library
Yeah.
on, and had our meeting right here in the wonderful new forum of the library.
Do you know what my preconceived idea about what the Oscars were was I knew you had a film or a photographic club, so I assumed it was you each produced a short documentary or video or whatever, and then you voted on it like it were the Oscars.
Oh,
And
that's a good idea.
I think it
That's
is.
fun.
isn't it?
Yeah, let's
Like
do
a
it.
competition.
Right. Well, we
for
do
that.
have a still photograph competition
Yeah.
in connection with the Senior Center
Sure.
each year. We call it called an expo, and they're judged. Those photographs are judged, and they are now hanging. The winners are hanging at the Senior Center.
Well, hopefully it's the photographs, not the winners, hanging in the senior centre.
Yeah, right.
Good, okay.
You mean you've not been to the
we hung the
senior center,
we hung
so
the
you
winners.
don't know.
We hung the winners in the Senior Center. so-
Cut out the middleman and go straight for death.
Right.
The club maintains a very negotiable, navigatable rather, website where all of the activities are listed at Ys Men of Westport-Weston. And I would urge anyone who's interested in joining the club or who just wants to know what we do to visit the website, because it's explained in full
So
detail.
look right there and say it again, because you probably missed it, didn't you?
Oh.
Go. What's the website address, John?
The
No,
website address
Profile though.
is Ys Men of Westport-Weston.
No. Ys Men Westport-Weston.
YS.
Y apostrophe S.
No apostrophe.
No. YSMEN.
Westport.
Just
Don't
listen,
you love
listen
it?
to
This
them.
is-
Ignore me completely.
.org.
We're
Okay,
trying.
take it away, John.
I'm done.
El Presidente.
Right. It's YSMEN Westport-Weston.org.
Couldn't have said it better myself.
Okay.
No of.
No.
Straight through.
No
Yes.
of.
So-
and visit it.
And what was the origins of it? I get
Oh.
the humour of
Well,
Wise Men, which is
yeah.
just a
Well,
Y, but
about over 40 years ago, a group of retired men. At that time, the demographic was in Westport and Weston. Everybody was a commuter. They went to usually to New York for their jobs, and they did that every day for a full career. Their wives were at home socializing and setting up dates for the weekend. And then a guy would retire, and he had
and discover his wife wasn't at home at all.
No, she was home. She was a good wife.
Nice.
But he had to. Yeah, thank you. But he had no social network at all. He was really alone. And as many wives said, "I married you for better or worse, but not for lunch." And so a group of them started meeting at the Y just to get together, and that's where they had the idea that let's formalize this a little bit, and that's how we got the name Ys, Y''S Men. We have no affiliation with the YMCA anymore. It's just that the early founders met at the Y. And that's the way it began 40 plus years ago.
And so the new thing with the technology here at the library, the media studios, is to produce podcasts. And this is something you've done and have experience with. So it's all on you, the quality of these podcasts. I'm just going to throw the pressure back over there.
Right.
Not on me. This is on you.
No pressure on me. I can't hear a thing. But actually, it's true. There are two major factors to a podcast. The first really is the content, and understanding the purpose of making a podcast in the first place, what you want to do with the podcast, who you want to speak to, what do you want to tell them. Then you determine in what order you want to tell the story. You want it to be compelling. You want to invite people in. You want them to not feel as though they're being spoken at, they are being spoken with. And this is an opportunity for us to do that, because it's essentially saying, we're here, we would love to have you join us, and if you missed the last meeting, you aren't going to, because we're going to tell you about it, and here's what's coming up next. It can be informative, it can be entertaining, but most of all, it should be motivational for people to want to engage with the organization. You want to work with the quality of the audio to make sure that it's easy and comfortable to listen to and sounds professional, but not overdone. Not overdone. And then you want to do it on a regular basis so people can listen by appointment. They can tune in when they need to. It's sort of like Netflix for audio, is what I call it.
Nicely said.
One of the really important additions that the new library has made to the town is that it's given us the resources and the facilities to produce really quality stuff. And that's what we anticipate being able to do. On a weekly basis, we'll be able to share the Ys Men's experience with the entire community, male and female, and hopefully get people more engaged with what's going on. We choose our speakers from a wide array of people who are available. And the great thing about Westport is that all you have to do is scratch the surface, and there's somebody interesting to listen to who has a message that's relevant. That's what we attempt to do. And the podcast is an opportunity to magnify the impact of those choices. Everybody can listen. And the library is making it quality.
So that commentary about the library and the quality and so on, I just want to remind you, this is a beta version. I'm David Bibby, responsible for the media studios here, delighted to be empowering communities such as the Ys Men. So podcasts, recording studio at the highest level, and this room here, the TV studio. So if you'd like to visit, I'd be happy to give you a one-on-one tour of the library's facilities here at the media studios. Gentlemen, thank you for joining me this morning. This will be a regular Wednesday event. So Wednesdays we will have some live sessions here in the TV studio that will inform you of what other podcasts are going on, what's going on in Westport, businesses in Westport, general actuality Westport.
Actuality.
So, gentlemen,
Great.
thank you.
Thank
Good
you,
job.
David.
Thank you.
David
David.
Bibby signing off.